Hi, Tom Coley, coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN. Welcome into another edition of Sports Flash, but you know it's not just another edition of Sports Flash. This is a very special night, introducing a good friend, Mr. Jay Schramm. Incredible service to our community, Jay, retired 30-year police detective, and thank you for your service. But tell the folks what you're doing and why we're here tonight, Jay.
Well, we're here tonight to honor our Wounded Warrior amputee softball team in the mission that they stand for, which is life without a limb is limitless. And what their promotion is that they work with kids that are amputees, and these kids, they go to a kids camp primarily each year after they tour the country. The Warriors tour the country and pick up various venues to play in, and we're fortunate to have them here. In this year, we had them in 2014, and we'll have them here at Fifth Third Field 2016. And we're going to have a real great event here, at least 2 games. We're working on a third, but it's going to be August 20th. And the thing to understand about this is the benefits for this financially go towards kids in their kids' camp. And you'll see things on our monitors that we were taken from the kids' camp in 2014. One of the youngsters that is here tonight and will speak about his involvement in the kids camp along with his father. They went down there and did a slide presentation, and they're going to show some of the film clips and what it's meant to them and how it helps these youngsters with their self-esteem and how to get on with everyday life and not be, just to kind of build up their self-confidence and so forth. This is a great tribute for kids, and it gives the Warriors a chance to tour the country, and they're not bitter about their injuries. They actually enhance it. They embrace it. They're tremendous athletes. You cannot imagine how well these guys can play with a prosthetic. It sends a message out there that even if some of us have got a bad day or a injury of some sort, don't give up, because these guys certainly have it, and you come out and see them play and you'll be amazed at what they can do with a prosthetic limb.
Jay, Chris, our director and photog, and myself were honored to 2 years ago out at the NED be there, and I got to interview some of the Wounded Warrior amputee softball players. And what you said, Jay, is about as poignant as it gets, because I went home after interviewing 4 or 5 of these true American heroes and great athletes, and I told my wife, I said, we've never had a bad day in our lives, and their attitude was unbelievable. I mean, you talk about being inspirational people, didn't feel sorry for themselves, incredible athletes, and we're proud on BCSN, Jay, August 20th, when you play the game here at Fifth Third, we're going to broadcast it on our network, and we're really looking forward to that.
That's an honor, Tom. I appreciate everything you've done for the community. On behalf of BCSN, we're very thankful that you guys will take an interest in this event. It's very good for our community. It gives a chance for people to come out and embrace what the servicemen that have lost limbs and kids in general, and the benefit that these kids will get out of this event. It's a real feel-good situation. It's really went over well. We kind of basically shot from the hip to do this event in 2014, and people were just so generous and came up with. We made close to $40,000 for these kids, and 85% of that went to their well-being, their training, their research, and the prosthetics, and the kids' camps. So it's a real good event. You won't be disappointed if you come out. Please cheer these guys on. We'll have some other Toledo homegrown talent entertaining folks. So it's a real good event, and just take my word for it. Please come out. The cost is very minimal, and I think you'll have a wonderful time.
Jay, you're really a humble guy, but I know how much work you've put into this. You've done a remarkable job pulling people together, and I think you and I know the Toledo community pretty well. We've worked our whole lives here, and we don't give ourselves credit in this community. This is a compassionate, caring community with a heart and a soul, and when you present something to them that is a great project, they respond.
They certainly do. Southwest Michigan, Northwest Ohio, Southeastern Michigan, I should say, but folks from everywhere. We've had people showing an interest all over this country, and I can attest to that, because since I've done the Toledo portion of that, this has sprung up in other cities in Ohio. It's also going to be played this year in Dayton around Memorial Day, and I'm working with a little bit with those folks to put on a nice event. But they've also played in Marion and Cincinnati, and I believe they played in Columbus also. So they're getting around. A lot of folks come out. They embrace these guys. They have a great time, and they really put on a great competitive show. They're really worth watching. It's not just a one-sided event.
No.
They're very talented. Is right.
Well,
they're very talented.
You know, Jay, there are a lot of things in media today. They portray Hollywood stars as heroes on screens, and some of the professional athletes as heroes. And I'm telling you, and they're all good in their own way. But you see the Wounded Warrior amputee softball team play, you understand what a real hero is.
I certainly do. Yeah, a lot of us have relatives that served in the service. This is our chance to kind of come back and honor those veterans, and just it's just a real. You'll feel good about yourself if you come out and clap for these guys, and it's just a real good feel-good event. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate it. Tom Coley Codes for Buckeye Cable and BCSN.